You're actually looking for cats right now. Well, I mean, my adventure is me working on a video game right now. So I'm currently just looking for clothes. So I'm just as busy as you. So I'm just gonna have to call you back later. Talk to you soon. Oh, I gotta put the mask on. Yes, I get seasonal allergies, Belly. It's time to work on a new video game project. I named this one A Date with Syra. Just like my last project, it's going to be a comedy romance visual novel horror game. I say horror lightly because it contains jump scares, but regarding the plot, it's a little bit more on the thriller side than it is a horror game. So it's probably going to be sort of nonsensical, some humor to it as well. The main character that you're going to be interacting with is Syra Karen. So this is a female character with a brown bob haircut. She's, well, I haven't really designed any clothes for her yet. I think maybe I'm going to wear the clothes that I am right now as her starter. So she's probably going to be wearing all denim. And this is a girl that's a Vietnamese enthusiast and also a super fan to any of the content that I produce. My YouTube channel, PhuCat 103, the new PhuCat Show, you name it, she's going to know everything about it because I know for a fact that in my lifetime, I'm never going to have a super fan. And I'm grateful that I'm never going to have one. So I thought it'd be fun to like make a fictional character with those type of elements to her because that's definitely sort of on the underrated side to it. So let's go ahead and get this game developed. In juxtaposed to Misadventures of Mina, Mina Gardner was made based off of a Tony Hawk's American Wasteland graffiti that I saw in the East LA level. With Syra Karen, I'm actually going to be using my brain just to see what comes up, and I'm going to be drawing it on paper. With Mina Gardner, I kind of just did some tracing off of the graffiti that I saw in the East LA level in Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, and just put that on Photoshop and just did some tracing. But this time, I'm using paper. We're going to draw her out and see how she turns out. Ah, here's One Up Games. So yeah, this is the game store that's going to be coming to our store pretty soon. And this is the restaurant that I'm going to be using. New China Buffet. So yeah, this is going to be part of the restaurant where the date's going to be held at. Oh man, it's kind of complicating that they have all this wood around here. But yeah. Gonna take a photo here, change the name from New China Buffet to something China, Vietnamese, Asian fusion type of name. Gonna be doing some planning here while I eat my food. So I got some grass-fed cheese, I got some butter toast using some sourdough bread and grass-fed butter, got some pasture-raised eggs, and I got a fruit smoothie. I simply just made an entire About Me survey covering Syra, so I know what to put beforehand during the coding process. I also have early drawings of Syra here. Clearly, I'm no artist. I get mistaken for being great at it all the time in high school. Anyway, I wanted to go for a bob hairstyle because I think it's an underrated haircut, and it's my personal favorite among lady characters. I suppose this is earlier step of Syra, where I was messing around with a bunch of character creation games on Flashpoint. Gonna be dropping by the lake. Gotta go take some photos because it's cloudy right now, so it's the perfect time for me to take some nighttime photos for the game. And I gotta go pick up my nephew later on, so gotta put this in the car. And I got my phone, got my wallet too, I think. Yep, we're good to go. Here we are. Yeah, it's not too far. It's just like a 1-minute drive. Just park right here. This bridge used to hype me up so much as a child for some reason. I don't know why. Guess I was excited because I was so short, so I thought that this was really high. I don't know when's the last time I was walking out here. It must be nice living out here. Once you look up in the front yard, you just see the lake. I should really come out here more often. Like I said, it's not that far from where I live. This spot used to take me back. This is a shortcut to the smaller lake. Yeah, good times. I really need to get some photos, but there's just like too many people around right now. I don't know, I'm just taking multiple shots, hoping that one of them works out. But I mean, I can always come back out here, as long as there's like another cloudy day like this one. This is the most memorable spot right here. But not in a good way, because an old lady did yell at me for riding an electrical scooter. I mean, good reason though, I'm always supposed to do that. But I mean, also account that I was like 8 years old too. I wasn't really good with reading. Duckies. Yeah, I also got yelled at by an old lady over here too, just because I was picking up a baby duck. That's a huge hole. This place is a lot cooler than I remember, even though I was like really tiny since the last time I came here. It just, I don't know, feels very tranquil. Oh, the sun's coming up. Oh no, what? Where are the clouds? As long as there's not like too much brightness, I think I could still take photos. No, there's too much brightness right now. This is not what I want. Big old fishes over here. Wow. Lily pads? I don't remember there being lily pads at all. Much has changed over the last 20 years. I remember this spot all too well. I don't know, I specifically remember skating like a flip deck. Like an Arto Sorry flip deck right here. I was like doing like blunt stalls on this thing. And I was like attempting to ollie this. Yeah, here are the rules here. Yeah, that's what I broke right here, number 5. I'm surprised it doesn't say no kidnapping ducklings. But I mean, that's common sense. Don't steal eggs from the ducks either. As far as I know, they don't care if you skate here, right? I could just skate up this like little A-frame thing. Could do some blunt to fakies on these. I don't know. Looks like fun. Looks more roomy to do this. Yeah, I've already gone on a loop. Looks pretty empty now. But unfortunately, sun is up, so taking photos would be very awkward. As you're gonna see freaking shade on those trees, so it's not gonna be convincing that it's nighttime. Oh my gosh, it's a snake. Check that thing out. Very unique looking duck. Great, the clouds are in again, so I can take more photos. Dude, we've been seeing a lot of animals recently. I don't know what that could be. Hi again, ducklings. Lovely house. Anyway, almost back. Gonna head out of here. We have made it back. Yes. Time to cross the bridge. Look down here. Act like a kid. Ooh, beautiful. Deplam. Time to edit these photos.
Thank you, sir.
Time to head out. Alright, well I picked up my favorite chips. My nephew has been picked up from elementary school. Now I'm gonna head back home and cook up some bun ryu. Okay, let's work on our next character. So Syra loves Vietnamese culture. That would mean that she's also sexually interested in Vietnamese males and females since she is bisexual. In this case, this is going to be the stalker slash ex-boyfriend is a Vietnamese male. As far as the attire and all that goes, this character is going to be wearing glasses, maybe a white t-shirt, some blue jeans. Clearly I'm going to be playing that role since there's really no other Vietnamese person around. Once I get the attire all settled, I'm going to be taking a photo behind a blank wall, and we'll see where we go from there with tracing and all that. I'm going to be doing the same thing with like the Syra sketch too. I just want this character to have like a thicker neck and a thicker body since it's a little bit more of a closer up shot. This character is also a little bit shorter than Syra, and clearly me too since I'm taller than Syra. So I'm 5'8", Syra is 5'6". This character is probably going to be like 5'3" or something, somewhere around there. Well, it's nighttime now, so time to go look for the attire. Had to get a workout in. Also had to move stuff around because it was like new floor installed at the home gym. Okay, well, so there's some white t-shirts right here. I don't think I've ever worn this one. It's a V-neck, that explains it. Size small. If I wore this, I would look like I have gorilla titties. What size is this? You know, ideally I do want it to be a dirty white t-shirt, so this actually fits perfectly. I don't know what size it is, though. Oh, it's also a size small. Oh, that blows. I think I have another white Gap t-shirt in the other room, so I'm gonna have to go look. So right now, I'll just check around the pants. Got some Vulcan black pants here. I'm looking for just like normal blue jeans. Maybe this will do. The shirt actually doesn't look that terrible on me, although I do want it to be a looser fit, and like I said, I'm not a fan of the V-neck. Gotta get rid of this. So yeah, looser shirt. I guess it doesn't really matter like what color it is as long as it's a looser shirt, because that's what like Vietnamese people wear. They wear like a little bit like looser clothes. Yep, so this is what the floor looks like now. There are now mats on the exercise bike. There's less mats over here just because not all of them can connect to each other. But this is fine, this is all I need. And the pull-up bar is now closer to the television. The dip bar goes here now instead of just placing it right here, just so there's like even more room. Dumbbells on the side over there. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get to stretching now. Okay, I'm gonna pull this along all the way down. See if I get far from here. Okay, good. This is like my first stretch of the week and it's a freaking Thursday. So I'm surprised that I'm not sore. I mean, most people who have this just stop right here, but I like to go beyond that. As long as I have like something holding it in front and just flip it over. There we go. Yeah. That's a good stretch. The best stretch that you can get. Now that I've taken those photos, time to eat myself silly because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a pretty big belly. This looks so dumb. You wonder why I only draw female characters. Okay, well we'll see if this works out. This is reminding me of Doodle Bob. Okay, I'm working on an animation for the stalker slash ex-boyfriend character. I'm on After Effects right now. I'm trying to add like as minimalist on frames as I can because even working on a 5-second clip of an animation can take up your entire day, and I don't want that. So I'm trying to minimalize the frames as much as I can. Right now, it looks like he's breathing a little too fast. So I gotta like slow it down a little bit. Hopefully enough to a point that it's like contentment. I don't know if this is gonna make the cut, but I'm just messing around with music right now. I gotta figure something out for this mask. Like maybe to repaint it. I don't know if I'm gonna use this for the game though. Like it's not really ideal with what I want to go for. This is my Michael Myers coveralls. I don't think I've washed this thing since 2017. Really need to wash it. Yeah, I'm having pixel issues with the videos right now. I don't think there's anything I can do about it because these videos are of 60 FPS. I don't think RimPod really supports 60 FPS as much as it does 30 FPS. Oh my gosh, the quality just got worse over here. make bacon fried rice. As always, here are the ingredients. I got 1 yellow onion. I got 4 farm eggs here. I think I just cracked this one. We also got some humanely raised bacon, just because it's kind of just like on the cheaper side and I didn't want to pay for pasture raised bacon. I also got some rice cooked in bone broth. And I have grass-fed butter just in case there's not enough bacon grease to cook up the fried rice. So let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, fair bit of onions. Yeah, it will render down once we cook it with the bacon grease. As you may have noticed, I haven't done the measurements like I usually do. That's because everything's pretty much already measured. I only have like 3 remaining bacons left. I only have like 4 eggs that I can use that are like tiny. Got just 1 onion. It's like, what is there to measure? And I don't like my bacon to be super crispy. I like it to have sort of like a softness too, so that's probably a little controversial for some people. Yeah, this is pretty much where I want my bacon to be. Yeah, still a little bit on the chewy side. I don't want it to be crispy. I feel like when it's crispy, it's like faster to finish. And I kind of like want to take my time to finish up bacon because it's so delicious. And I'm going to throw the onions in. Yeah, I can definitely sense all the bacon grease is going to be absorbed with the onions, so I definitely have to use the grass-fed butter just to cook up the eggs, which is fine. Well, time to transfer the grass-fed butter. Turn the heat down a little bit. I'm just like alternating between medium and medium-low. And because I don't want to scramble, I'm just gonna crack open the eggs. Wow! Would that hurt? Oh! Woo! Got 1st degree burn out of that. Forgot, gonna throw in a little bit of salt. Gonna break the yolks and just mix it all around. Now, I'm gonna throw in the rice in there. I know this is one of those 60-second rices, but I'm not putting it in the microwave just because I don't want there to be even more intervention of microplastics. If I were to have made a fried rice video 10 years ago, it probably wouldn't have been like this. I probably would have just used like the most generic brands. Use like the most conventional eggs you can get at the store. 98-cent eggs. At my age, I'm trying my best to look after my health as much as possible. Gonna use 1 tablespoon of soy sauce here. And 1 tablespoon of coconut aminos. Yeah, I'm using this organic one right here. Had this for a while. I don't remember the last time I bought this. I think maybe I bought this in like 2020 or something. Let me turn the heat up just a tad bit. Alright, you know what? I did not have the heat on for that long. I just turned it off because I think this fried rice is ready to go. Magnificent. A little greasy, but delicious. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this with a cold one now. By cold one, I mean stevia. I don't drink any beer, I'm a teetotaler.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
Welcome to the House of Kittens, everyone. This is PhuCat, and today I'm going to be hanging out with an old friend from high school. I have no clue what Uriel's car is going to look like because he got a brand new car. I don't know if he takes his sisters anymore or not. Jeez.
Horrible, or did I forget?
Let's see. Jeez. They changed this place a lot. See, there's no stores in the middle anymore.
I think they sold them all to some other company, and then that new company told them they can't have stuff in the middle.
There is literally jack shit out here. Oh, do they have games here? Yeah, absolutely nothing. Like I said. Just finished at the mall, and it was a total abomination.
And it should be locked up in here with the rest of these freaks.
play the Wii U with Yuri. Yuri.
Listen to this canto because he has all the characters. Ah, I fell down, I fell down. I fell down, you made it.
It's weird because I'm not used to this character. Alright, I'm back at home and it actually, it was somewhat fun. I think the best store I saw out of all of them is like Spencer's, but the rest of this stuff is like shit. No video game store, no arcade. Oh, the mall is just terrible. But I do have Chanoso food, so I'm ready to, I guess, chow-doon at it. Okay, I'm about to go get my last meal for the episode. I feel like I need to wrap this whole food thing up because I feel like I've shown too much already. I'm about to go get a Publix chicken dinner sub. The first time I had one was 10 years ago, so I'm feeling pretty nostalgic. I don't typically eat out like this, but it's currently on sale right now, $8.99. I mean, that's still kind of pricey, but it's better than paying $11.99. Pretty empty for a Saturday. My favorite mac and cheese box. Jesus, $4.49. That's a big pass. 2 for $9 for these chips. Dude, way too overpriced. Good spring water right here. Alright. Yeah, everything's like too expensive out here. Interesting. $5 for this, huh? Interesting spices. Black garlic. Black truffle salt. Oh, it's so expensive though. $9 for this. Well, back home now. See how empty the parking lot looks? Heck yeah. Time to get back on it. Weather looks bad right now. Hopefully the power doesn't go out or a tornado hits because I'm still working on the game.
I think that's it, guys. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus.
Alright, well, I'm almost near the end of the game. Currently, I'm trying to think about the worst ending possible. And the notion that I'm coming up with at the moment is the comments that I used to get where people just like, I don't know, they just jump off the deep end and just like leave responses that make no sense whatsoever. I remember one comment where it was like, oh, you should hit the gym and do some cardio. Eat some chicken too. No beer. Whoop whoop! And I'm just like, get out of here, dude. Oh my god. Cat. Whew. Freaking cat was just like casually walking across the road. Told you I'm poor. Been paying in coins. Anyway, this is where I started off Misadventures of Mina at. Remember this spot? Very close to finishing up this game now. Just working on the final ending, which is the secret ending splash screen. So I want this to represent Saber as much as possible, so I have some Vietnamese text going on that says why, Dai Sao. So I'm just gonna like throw in some Y audio in there. It's a date, which is a pun because she loves medjool dates. And also, it's a dating game, so it's a date. Alright, here we go. A date with Syra. This will be my final playtest before I publish the game. Just gotta check for errors and all that, see what I need to add. Okay, so as opposed to my other projects, you can now put in your name. So I'm gonna put in my name. My name is Phu. And you are given tutorial before you start. I'm not gonna read up on all this, but I will say that this game contains 3 endings. The 3 is supposed to be deceptive. Like it's highlighted in pink. There's actually more than 3 endings. So we'll go ahead and proceed forward, but this will proceed after 60 seconds. The year is 20XX. One day, Phu is waiting in line to pay for gas, and a young woman with a brown bob hairstyle wearing all denim is in front, making a purchase. Thank you for choosing gas. Next. Alright, so I do need to fix the gas part. It should be in all caps because it's supposed to be in all caps, just like in the image. As Phu is approaching the counter, they notice a driver's license. Uh-oh, that lady forgot her license. How can I help you today? Give me regular at pump 2 for $20. I gotta give this license to that lady before she rides off. Thank you for choosing gas. Next. Alright, so she is from Georgia. I'm trying to make games more placed in Georgia because not very many are, like, placed in Georgia. No horror movies, no horror games. So I thought I'd give Georgia a little bit more love. That's probably going to be the case for most of my games. So yeah, she is Syra Rita Karen, Class C, 103 Kukuza Street. You should know the reference from there, Ben Kukuza. B Creek, Georgia. I just came up with a random zip code, 30169, but apparently that's a zip code from Canton, Georgia. Brown eyes. She was born in 1995, 5'6", 130 pounds, and of course female. And her expiration date is the date that I turned 40. I don't remember much of like what I wrote for the license. Miss. Phu looks for the name on the license. Syra. Huh? You forgot your license. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's not a problem. What's it doing out of your pocket in the first place? I just wanted to buy a kombucha, but that Irene lady wanted me to show ID because it contained a very small amount of alcohol. Which is a reference to the time that I went to Whole Foods. I think it was like in spring. Oh man, I forgot the name of the place. It was in like episode 9 of PhuCat Diets. I bought kombucha there one time. It was like a lemonade flavor, and they told me to show ID because it had 5% of alcohol in it. I was just like, okay. Not sure how you're gonna get drunk out of that. Like, seriously? Sounds like old lady Irene. She takes her job very seriously. By the way, you are? I'm Phu. It was nice chatting with you, Phu. Alright, so we'll start off with the enjoy your kombucha. That would lead to a death ending. Okay, see you. Or it's not really an ending. Phu was approaching their car when a strange man approached them. You can see all these posters over here. Gonna have Burger King, Misadventures of Mina, and get your doggy some contact lenses. What are you doing with Syra? Having a casual conversation. Do you know that woman? There goes my breathing. I'll make sure you don't speak to her ever again. Jealousy devours the innocent soul. In the shadows, he is always watching, waiting for the right time to strike. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and jump back in. Do you want to get out sometime? Whoa, that's kind of direct. Heck, I'll take the bait. I spend most of my time stuffing my face in gaming anyway. What do you have in mind? Your place, restaurant. Your place is going to lead to the best ending overall. So we're going to go through the 2 endings of the restaurant. We can go to a restaurant. That can work. See you at 9. It could probably be a little bit longer with the conversation there. Here it is. Okay, China full real. The owner sure has a sense of humor. Syra should be here any minute. After exactly 1 minute pass, Syra appears. Hi, Phu. How are you? Good. Shall we head in, my lady? Yes, I always look forward to visiting China for Real. It's my favorite restaurant in town. Is it now? This is like a barnyard for Asians. As soon as we were seated, Syra and I read the menu. Are you two ready to order? I had the bun ryu. And for your, friend? Co-worker? Date. It's a date night. What would you like to order? The outcome doesn't matter. whether what choice you choose here, but you do get different type of dialogue, and the avocado salad dialogue is a little bit funnier. Avocado salad it is. Good choice. What's bun ryu? It's a Vietnamese crab tomato rice noodle soup. I learned about it through the new PhuCat Show. I'll have to try it sometime. So, how have you been? Good, and you? Pretty good. So you're over the age of 30, huh? Correct. Wow. I mean, that's not like too old to still be dating, is it? Dude, being over 30 isn't that old. Right. Sorry. There was an awkward silence between the two for a while. And now you have these 4 choices. So this final one, have you thought about having kids, is the worst ending possible. Have you thought about having kids? That's way too soon to ask. But think about it. You can make a difference for the future. Makes you a mature and responsible woman. Whoop whoop! This is a reference to like a weird comment that I got like a few years back. Just somebody was like, man, you should hit the gym and do some cardio. Eat some chicken. No beer. Whoop whoop! I don't understand why people act this way. Like, I'm assuming they're just like young individuals that haven't like learned to mature. Like, I tend to have like kids in my demographic of audience. Syra remains silent, wondering what she got herself into. Maybe I should like start swearing more, so that just like scares them away or something. Like I rarely have like young adults on this channel for some reason. I think they think I'm like some crazy FNAF fan or something. You ramble on about more jargon until the food arrived. Who ordered the avocado salad? Was it you, miss? It couldn't possibly be the person across from you. This is a reference from last year when I went to Florida. I ordered a salad. The lady forgot who ordered the salad. She went to my sister first. She went to my niece, then my nephew, then my brother-in-law. I was the last person that she went to. I was like, the hell? Oh, it was you! I'm terribly sorry for the mix-up. Now, this is a reference to Christmas Parade 2005. I went to Cece's Pizza. I think I dropped a drink. And some guy came up, he's like, hey, do you want some dishwater? Like, we're out of soda. It's like, I don't know why people in the 2000s, like the grown-ups in the 2000s, try to be, like, scary to, like, little kids. Because clearly I was a little kid back in those times. Not a problem, pal. And for the young lady, Bunryu. Come on, thank you very much. What? Cam on? Are you recording my good looks? Ha! This is another reference to the weird comments. Because I, like, made some sort of, like... I brought up a word that they didn't understand. They're like, what? This or that word? And then they just leave, like, heart emojis. Anyway. Just look how livid Syra is. Would you two like anything to drink aside from water? Nah, we good. Thanks, bro. I'm just gonna call him bro. I actually don't remember much of what I wrote in this. After dinner, Syra and Phu went to Lake Conasauga. Syra didn't say anything, she just gazed at the lake. That's the best thing about not being able to remember much stuff that you wrote. Well, it's been fun hanging out with you. So yeah, she doesn't speak to you at all during like this lake scene because she's fed up with you. But she's acting nice anyway. Syra approaches you with a handshake. Out of nowhere, you were charged with a knife from the side. Oh my gosh! You're coming with me. Oh, thank goodness. Wait, what? I'd rather be taken away than go out with this wastebasket again. The stalker reveals his identity to Syra. Not? Syra, would you go out with me again? Persistent, aren't you? You're not perfect, but better than dating another weirdo. Yes. So, what are we going to do about Phu? We'll use hydrochloric acid on the body and flee back to Vietnam. F***, that's gnarly. Let's get it out of the way. The sooner we get rid of Phu, the quicker we can go back to Vietnam. Phu's body was never identified. The Bee Creek police couldn't care less about doing further research into the case, and Nat and Syra returned to Vietnam. On behalf of Nat, they got married. Okay, so this background image is actually a photo that I took in Vietnam. Like, I was in the middle of riding bikes with my uncle, and he told me to, like, come and take a picture of this spot, which looks really nice. It definitely came out really nice for an ending. Alright. Yeah, this is the credits now. The special thanks to everybody who gave me an Easter egg. Oh, except for Studio Snow Spot. Yeah, I forgot to add that one. But Studio Snow Spot barely put me in their game. Yeah, there will be more updates in the future. Alright, now let's go see the other choices. We'll do fried rice this time. The fried rice is pretty bland, very mild. Like, it doesn't like, really give you any humor. Fried rice it is. Good choice. What are your hobbies? Oh, that's a question I can get behind. Well, for starters, I love observing wildlife. It's fascinating to learn about the local animals and do a deep dive on each species. I'm also an avid grocery shopper. I'm health conscious, so I often look at the back of food labels while also finding the best value for my wallet. And I'm trying to get into skating, but I have to admit that I'm not too good at it. How about you? My hobbies are... And it cuts to the black because it's multiple players playing the main characters, so you can discuss your hobbies from here. Alright, the fried rice has arrived. Thank you, sir. And for the young lady, Bunryu. Come on, thank you very much. Would you two like anything to drink aside from water? We're good, thank you. After dinner, Syra and I went to the Lake Conasauga. Isn't it beautiful? It's been an amazing time. Syra approaches you with a hug. Same outcome, different ending. Out of nowhere, you were charged with a knife in the side. Phu! You're coming with me. Ah, let go of me, you f***ing weirdo! Syra's mouth was taped. You belong to me now. Syra was kidnapped and you're lying on the lake shore dying slowly. It gives off like a Bonnie's Bakery bad ending vibe. With like the deep pitch piano. Like that hasn't dawned to me until now. Alright, now let's go see the other choices. You can skip this, by the way, after this point. Favorite vacation destination? What is your favorite vacation destination? Oh, that's a question I can get behind. Without a doubt, Vietnam is my favorite vacation destination. Who would have thought? It's the most beautiful country I've ever been to. The best food, the most beautiful people, and everything is super cheap. Which is all very true, although you do need to watch out at the street food vendors, because they could put some stuff that could give you an allergic reaction like me. How about you? What is your favorite vacation destination? California. That's me, at least. And finally, favorite snack or dessert? What are your favorite snacks and desserts? Oh, good question. Maybe we can get some after dinner. I love strawberry-flavored mochi ice cream. It's my guilty pleasure. Mine as well. I haven't had it in a while, but my favorite flavor is the matcha one, green tea. And medjool dates are incredible. They're rich in antioxidants, boost your energy, and taste like caramel. It's like candy that nature gave us. How about you? What are your favorite snacks and desserts? And that concludes everything at the restaurant. So now we'll go ahead and go to Syra's home and abode. Your place? Is it cool if we meet at your place? No offense, but I'm not entirely comfortable having you in my private space. We did just meet. Fair enough. How about we get to know each other remotely for a while? Okay, sounds like a plan. Great, here's my number and I'll send you an invite link to my program. I'm not gonna read all this. In summation, they take the time to hang out with each other. They're messing around with the animal decks, which is basically the Pokédex. And you get $5 for each entry you take of an animal. I wish that was a real app. A couple of months later. So yeah, at this point, Syra confirms that she's comfortable enough to have you at the house now. So then you end up going to the house. Well, this is the place, or apartment, or house. I don't know what you would call this. Looks more like an apartment. Before Phu could even knock on the door. Like, I haven't really confirmed whether she lives in an apartment or an actual home. Oh. Ah, Phu, how are you? Syra approaches Phu with a welcoming hug. Come in, come in. Ah, the classic spaghetti and meatballs. And is that orange juice? Well, it is spaghetti and meatballs, but with a twist. I've new spaghetti squash, the meatballs are grass-fed grass finish, and the drink you see before you is a mango smoothie blended in coconut water. This is something that I'd probably have this week. I can make a mango smoothie, actually. Let's dig in. Is there a pasta alternative? Same outcome, it doesn't matter what you pick, but we'll just go with all the choices. I thought you said you aren't picky. I don't have any pasta, but feel free to go full carnival with the meatballs. Maybe the choice could be reworded differently, because when I say pasta alternative, it sounds like I'm, like, not looking for pasta. Like, is there any pasta? That sounds like that would make more sense. Alright, so it just proceeds forward from there, so we'll see the other choice now. Like, it's very short, but like I said, I'm trying to go through all the choices. Let's dig in! Yes, and there's more if you're still hungry. After dinner, Syra and Phu went straight to Syra's room. Are you ready to get started? You know it. Before we can even get started, a cell phone goes off. Syra turns her phone speaker on. Hello? Syra? Sweetie, it's Mommy. Mother, this is the worst possible time to call. What are you doing right now? Are you showing your hoo-haws on camera again? My sweet baby girl is growing up to be a voluptuous woman. Ah, Mother, you're on speaker! Oh, sorry. I just need your help really quick. Mommy's all alone and no one is willing to help me. Fine, I'll be there. Thank you, I love you. Love you too, Mom. Sorry you had to hear that. I'll be back. We can go together if you'd like. 2 hands are better than 1. I'd bring you, but my mom will keep us at her house for a century, with endless questions about our relationship. Make yourself at home. I'll have more snacks when I get back. Well, time to familiarize myself with Syra's home. Alright, so this one you can actually like move around to left and right and all that. But we'll start off with this room. Aw, baby Syra. Syra really loves Vietnam. Yeah, so this is slightly different from my previous project since you can actually click on images and stuff now. She met Rosa Akuma? She never told me this. That's clearly a reference to Biyani's Creepy Creepy Love. I was featured in Creepy Creepy Love, so I thought I'd do the trade-off there. You can click on the monitor too. Check the internet. I don't need to use the internet, I have Syra. Maybe this could be reworded a little differently too. Like, it almost doesn't sound like it makes sense, but I know what I'm going for. Syra is into a lot of indie rock, pop, and Vietnamese music. Okay. Private files. You're in violation of Syra's privacy. These files are highly secured and cannot be accessed without a password, 3-factor identification, and face identification. I shouldn't be looking through her private files. I don't know, there may be like a level for that later in the future. There's also going to be a level for Syra's mother. There's going to be one time where you're going to meet her. But she's going to be kind of a mollycoddled mother. So when you click on PhuCat 103, it will come up with a video. This is definitely going to be a long episode. We're already like 20 minutes in.
Smells a little bit foggy.
Like, this wasn't intentional, but I guess this game ended up being a little bit longer than Misadventures of Mina. That's fine, though. I mean, I get to share these memories with myself when I'm like 70 or something. That's why I make these videos. The new PhuCat Show. is to look back when I'm like 70 or 80 and be like, wow, good times. Time should be like this all over again. But I mean, PhuCat diets, the PhuCat Show and all that. Kind of give off the same vibe.
Toys. What is this? Wow.
But yeah, this is my niece, Vietnamese French niece Zoe.
Rabbit. Why not? Alright, I made it.
She was like the only,
Pretty sure I'm at 10K step.
no, she wasn't the only one, but she was like the most fluent when it comes to English when I was in Vietnam. So it was really nice to talk to her. But I mean, my uncle can talk I mean, he can talk Vietnamese, obviously, but he can talk a little bit of English. His daughter and son speak very fluently in English. Oh, you know, speaking of the whole Vietnam thing, my niece, nephew, and brother-in-law are in Vietnam right now. I haven't seen any photos, but they are in Vietnam. Just found out about that 2 nights ago. Alright, so we're in the right side. I'm not letting Syra miss out on all the gaming fun. I don't need to go to the kitchen. That's an excuse to say that I don't want to make a kitchen level. You can go to the closet. Has all this, a Vietnamese coffee. Syra makes iced coffee with this stuff. It's a pair of nunchucks. Cats from that puppet combo movie and game, Night Shift. Yeah, you can't interact with the drawer or wardrobe. Syra's owl-dye dress that she bought from Vietnam. Why does Syra have this? I'll take it to see what she has to say about it. Yep, so that thing is going to lead to the good ending. This is also a reference to, like, the time I went to Vietnam last year. That you'll see very soon. Can't interact with anything in the bathroom except for this. I feel much better. What's that noise?
What's that noise? It's the monster.
So nothing else is interactable from here. Who's there, boy? Oh, I still need to change this. Who's there, boy? So the other one says, like, who's there, Messi? This one says, who's there, boy? It's because, like, I don't want to get confused with the results. Because it's supposed to lead to, like, a different outcome. Shit. What do I do? Defend yourself, use the fish. So if you didn't grab the fish, you would only get the defend yourself choice. So we're going to say, let's go ahead and do the defend yourself first. Just because I don't want to go to the other one. You were overpowered and killed by the ferocious intruder. Later, Syra was kidnapped, leaving her fate ambiguous. Okay. Well, now let's go ahead and see the fish choice. Use the fish! So that was me. Like, I was just, like, really close to my mic. And I just made that noise and just, like, low-pitched it. The fish was super effective. Mask offer and use the fish again. Whoa. I was actually startled by that. The audio is a little bit louder than I wanted it to. Which is actually perfect if it startled me like this. The intruder reveals himself. He seemingly has an allergy to the fish. I should put he seemingly has an allergic reaction to the fish. I know, that just sounds clearer. You bastard. Get ready to taste blood. I forgot my driver's license again. I remember I laughed about this like 3 days ago. It was just a pause and then she says this. Syra? Why? I just wanted to talk to you. This is a reference to this 2010 movie called Mirror 2.
Eleanor, we need to talk about this. I just want to talk to you.
But like in the end, like, I don't want to spoil the movie. You can watch it for yourself. I know you've been stalking me, Nat. You weren't invited, and I told you to stay out of my life. You really went as far as to break through my f***ing window? I love you once, but that's long in the past now. Time to suffer, c***. Am I really keeping this? I don't know. I mean, of course she's like upset, but it sounds a little, I don't know. It's kind of weird to add that word in there. Maybe it's because I think of iDubbbz every time I see that word. Alright. Syra drops the gun and begins crying. I just wanted a fun date night. Why is that so hard to ask for? I didn't want to kill him, but he wouldn't stop. He was supposed to be out of my life. Why couldn't he just stay gone? Now I have to file a homicide report for this motherfucker, and his family's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. Syra. How about this? I'll file the report and tell the police I shot this Nat guy into self-defense, since he did break into your home. I'll get the paperwork out of your hands while you game on and watch movies. Really? You would do that? That's so sweet. Just taking the frame. I still need to go help my mom, but I feel better hearing this from you. You mean a lot to me. I'm not letting anything get in the way of our date. Syra stays silent for a while and dries her tears. Phu. Syra leans over and kisses Phu. You're wonderful, Phu. Alright, so that's the best ending you can get in this game. Very easy to get. I tried to make this game as easy as possible to go through, just because people in my last project couldn't find like the secret and all that, and they didn't feel like playing all the way through. I think the only person who actually played the game thoroughly was Jay Skibine. I was a little embarrassed that he actually played through the entire thing because I wasn't like that serious about it. Anyway, yeah, time to go for the secret ending now. For the secret ending, you do need to have the fish. If you don't have the fish, the item will not appear in the bathroom. So now you interact with the bathroom, you go right, then you go left, and there is now this image right here inside the bathtub. You'll barely notice it, but you can click on it if you can see my cursor. It's a date. Go shark. Oh, it is cute. Well, I just got Bella taking her away. So, Dai Sao means why. So that entire time, the lyrics is just saying why. Yeah. Cute little chibi Syra. Yeah, this was a fun project to put it together. We've pretty much 100% the game. Like I said, there is going to be more to come in the future. I definitely want to add more to this game, but for right now, this is going to be the first update, version 1.0. Man, thank you all for watching me playtest this one last time. Just a few minor errors. I think I can get rid of those, and then I say we're good on publishing it. I have to do some minor tweaks before posting this game, so now the main menu looks a lot more eye-catching. So the start and quit is now at the bottom there. I had to change from a V box to an H box, so now I've had to scale it down a whole lot further just so it could fit down there. But it does look a whole lot better. I feel like the yellow box here doesn't take as much room. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I think I'm ready to post. Are you effing kidding me right now? The one time that I was actually going to use itch.io to publish my game, itch.io doesn't want to work. I think this is a sign to just move on to GameJolt. GameJolt's cooler anyway. And here it is. Oh boy, this is more nerve-wracking than posting a YouTube video. Hopefully it does well.